It's tuning in. It's a Monday night primetime showdown between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And Monday night primetime is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Motion the tight end over. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. Escapes the defender. And what a big play that was on 1st down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Wilson, the receiver, in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Into the hands of Michael Wilson. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Pressure coming, it's Murray. Has him on a quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
On 2nd and 10, it's Murray. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Throwing again, Murray. Short pass brought in. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Back to the air, Murray. That's incomplete on 2nd down. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
Man in motion here. Turning to Benson on 3rd. This gets the 1st and more. And they are going to be in great shape here. He gets this down to 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
Looking inside the red zone. Finds Benson out of the backfield. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal. Kyler throwing here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Anticipating the pass, defense out there in dime. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal. So now it's Chad Ryland's turn to attempt this Cardinals field goal. This 32 yards out, it's on the right hash. The kick by Ryland is good. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
All in all, Kate, we call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. He dodged the tackle. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Okay, ready?
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start.
Play fake. It's Milton. Rolling out to his left. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Go! Back, Viking 18!
Now running here with Jaden Blue. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Got ready?
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Ready? 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Out of the gun, it's Milton. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Panther 60! Panther 60!
Off the play fake. Here's Milton. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Off the play fake. He'll throw. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Keeps it moving. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st.
You know what a run like that does for everybody, for the play call, for the O-lineman, for the offense? It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. Following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Able to get it to Benson. This gets forward to around the 29. And Davion Clowney on that stop. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. We've got a 6-3 ball game. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. From the gun, it's Murray. Completed over the middle. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. A pickup of 17. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throw is there, Trey McBride. And they make the tackle at the 38. That play good for 17 on a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Another throw coming from Murray. This is Dortch working the right side. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you've got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. He's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Murray on third down. He's caught by Wilson. The stop was made after a gain of 6. That's going to make it first and goal.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. Here's Kyler to throw. Brought in. And this one does not go far.
I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. So one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Throwing from the gun. Forced out to his right. And they take this in for the score. The Cardinals take a second quarter lead. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Cardinals take a 4-point lead. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And that's That's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Get it. Count. Ready.
Throwing off the play fake. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they face 2nd down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
19.
Milton going to throw again here, 2nd and 10. And someone slipped in. It's intercepted. Buda Baker picks it off.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
Throwing on 1st down. Here's Murray. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Kyler looking to throw. That's him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
We saw his guys pick up the blitz, and he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Shoot.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. This one quickly to Harrison. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker, 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So 2 minutes still to play in this 1st half, partner. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. That field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this. 4th down. Here's Murray. He finds him beyond the marker. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Trying to run it in, Connor. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Cardinals grow their lead just before halftime. It's a James Conner touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Return. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
Back to work after throwing the pick. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and
60 Eagles, 60
at the
Eagles.
34-yard line.
Give on second here to Blue. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Well, that run puts them right back in the same old situation for third down. I really thought that run was going to get the couple inches they needed. You can tell, just look at them down there, Kate. They thought it was going to work, too.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Here we go, third and less than a yard.
Get it. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Get it.
Trying to get it with the option here. He's got the first down grab and still going. And he's finally caught after a big third down gain, but was one of his teammates caught by an official. We've got a flag down. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Okay, break.
All set to go now from the 35.
Let's go now. 18.
Here's Milton, first and 10. He put everything he's got behind it. This is caught inside the 15. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys make it a one-score game before halftime.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
The Cowboys offense remains on the field. They're going to line up and go for 2 here.
Ready. Ready.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Come on.
And off to Benson to start the drive. And what a big play that was on first down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Green.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Second down now, they need 7.
Big ass open.
Now Kyler. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's third down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down too. Excellent work.
It's a gain of
They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down. New set of downs for them. It starts at the 38. Here's Murray, 1st and 10. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. That one's gonna fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Big
Throwing again, Murray. Well, that's incomplete. With 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
He's back to throw. Into the hands of Harrison. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout. So now it's Chad Ryland's turn to attempt this Cardinals field goal. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19.
To throw, Milton. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back, and he's in for the pick 6 for Arizona. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball at the 35 to begin this drive. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10.
Go.
Handoff running left. It's Blue. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Get it. Let go.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He loses the football. And this one's recovered by the Cardinals. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Kate, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Brings up second.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Let's come in here, Brock. It's Murray. Complete out to the right. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Murray to throw here on third. It's cut by Harrison. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Hand off to Benson from the gun. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Finds Benson out of the backfield. And he gets this very close to that first. It's going to be third and short at the 35.
It's a gain of 5.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
All set to go now from the 35. Benson on first and 10. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
From the gun, it's Murray. Completed over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Benson now from the gun. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a first and goal.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
2-yard line.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal.
Big Ace open, Big Ace open. 2-2, hot. 2-2, hot.
Pressure coming, it's Murray. Has it down close. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. Here's Kyler to throw. To the end zone, but incomplete. That play is going to force third and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
And he is into the end zone for an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Cardinals grow the lead now to 22 points.
for Arizona.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready, ready. 60 bison, 60 bison.
Play fake. It's Milton. All in left side. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Offense to the line fast.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 29-yard line.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
Well, positive yardage is positive yardage, and he got what he could before getting out. But it still leaves him short of the first after what looked like a broken play.
That's caught. He's got Lamb. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
It's a gain of 16.
That's 16 on the pickup.
That's good.
And that's good for a Dallas first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the third quarter. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Cowboys football as we're just really counting down the moments at this point. This game's gotten out of hand.
Ready. Break.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10.
Ready. Bronco in.
Milton back to throw. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And it looks great flying through the air, bro. The problem's on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
Milton now on third down. Defender runs wide as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. The intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. So that brings up fourth and long.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on third downs. Right, they want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this.
Cowboy. Ready.
Desperation time here. He's got it complete to Reed. And they were finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
Ready.
The Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. They got 21 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. It slips through. Second down coming up. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Line up the design keeper. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get it back to within 2 possessions. Wow, Brock, hard to imagine a more effective play in their entire playbook for that particular spot right there.
You know, you get in this red zone, Kate, you want the ball in the hands of the guys you do trust the most to score. In a lot of cases, well, you trust your quarterback, and all he did was add to that trust.
Now the Cowboys electing to try another two-point conversion.
The Cowboys will line up for the two-point conversion.
Sending them up the middle. And he's going to cross for the score. They trim that deficit down to 14. No dice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the two-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a two-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
Dortch now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Big ass open, big ass open.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. Brought in right side. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. It's caught by Wilson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag. Putting a receiver in motion. Back to throw, Murray. Same guy, Wilson again. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Throwing again, Murray. Has him on the quick hitter. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals making a 3-score game in the 4th. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. A costly unforced error, and they get flagged for roughing the kicker.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Power squib kick is taken in. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for them from the 31. Shotgun snap, he'll give to Blue. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. And dose of the hurry up here. They'll work against the blitz. This is Reed working the right side. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Cardinals go to the dime look here. 3rd down.
Come on, set!
Now Milton to throw. Still on it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
We've learned how valuable sacks in a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
Now, can't blame them looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. They'll throw for it. Trying for the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
You've set it downs for them from the 31. First down carry for Connor. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cardinals close to picking up their 5th win. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Right back to Connor. And he gets this forward to the 19. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. And right away, we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go.
So the big guy gets him some positive yardage in close. It's not that the defense didn't expect run. I just don't think they expected him to be the one running it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. The give now to Benson. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Staying on the ground with Benson. And they have this one well contained. There's the stop for a loss now. 4th down coming up. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this. Designed look for Murray. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Milton out of the pistol here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Milton going to throw again here, 2nd and 10. Flush down out to his left. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down.
Get it! Pack to 60, pack, go!
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Rolling left, buying some time. He's going to run for it. Finding room at the 30. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Trying to push deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Milton. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd and long for him here. On the move, headed right. He's going to go down. The Cardinals got to him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. Man, this one is going to sting, partner. You pride yourself on defending your building, getting those home victories. Instead, you end up taking a bitter pill today in front of your own fans.
Well, as one coach famously said, we're on to Cincinnati. We're on to Cincinnati. That's all these guys could do after giving one up at home. Just look ahead to the next game. Focus on prepping for the next and make up for losing in front of the home crowd by giving your fans something to cheer about the next time out.